Okay, let us look at campaign planning. Everybody hates this because they're kind of like, how many emails do I send out? What am I sending out? Like, how do I spread out different types of topics? Who should I be targeting? There's so many questions when it comes to campaign planning. So I'm just going to give you like the quick and easy way to create a good monthly campaign plan, topics, and people that you should target. So let's start with, and you should just like start out with like a foundation and then start adding in a few other things. So what I like to do first is just every 4 days, I'll do one to engage profiles. So don't care if they're a customer or a prospect, as long as they have engaged with email or the website over whatever it is that you want to do, 30, 60, 90, 120, 180 days. Just pop these people in there. So we'll just go profiles, and I'll do it every 4 days. So you got profiles, and then you wait 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you put another profiles in there, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, add another one, and just keep going along 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're like, okay, cool. These are just the engaged profiles we're going to attack every 4 days. Now, what about content? What are we going to put in there? Most simple and easiest thing to do is just do every 4 days, go, the first one is social proof. So building trust. And then the next one will be product focus, where it's like, we're going to focus on pushing products onto the person, onto the customer or prospect. It doesn't have to be a sale. I recommend it not to be a sale. Don't go so crazy with sales. See this all the time. Your margins are getting ripped away. You're teaching people to be discount buyers. You're devaluing the brand. So yeah, try to stay away from that. There will be spots for that, but it's not in these four. The ones that are every 4 day. So social proof, product focus, social proof, product focus, and everything. In here, I've just put in a few different things that you can do for social proof. So you can put in user-generated content in there, or it can be an email with just reviews or testimonials, or email about we've been featured in. It can be an email with influencers and ambassadors in it, a retail footprint email, or who you've partnered with, things like that. It can be customer highlights and customer stories from your actual customers. It can be the company vision and goals, team behind the brand, giving back, an authority post. So for like skincare brands that we work with, we'll do posts from dermatologists. They're an authority in the space. If it was supplement or fitness, then yeah, use somebody who's an authority in that space, anything like that, or an us versus them style post email. And then for the product focus, here's just some ideas. There's so many more. Product highlight, where you're just talking about one product, product benefits, a comparison email comparing your product against a more generic one or a well-known product brand. Talk about specific ingredients, talk about specific materials, zoom in on one particular thing about that product. Use product education, show them bundles, best sellers, the myth, problem, agitation, solution, right? Super easy. Now you've got nearly half the calendar filled out, right? Then what we want to do is have a recurring theme, something that people can always look forward to. There's a lot of brands that do this. We worked with like a meditation brand who sell like meditation pillows and benches and all that sort of stuff. And so we had Mindful Mondays, and we do that every Monday. Every Monday would be Mindful Monday, and it would be like like Headspace, the mindfulness app. It would just be like really thoughtful stuff about being mindful and about meditation and about being at peace with yourself, all that sort of good stuff. It could be a podcast you run. It's just best content that everybody would like. It could be your weekly blog posts or monthly blog posts, announcements, back in stock, site-wide deal, customer highlight, become an affiliate or a partner. It could be a random holiday, it could be product of the month. But just make sure that it's something that's recurring and people expect to see it all the time. You've got one there, and then that's pretty much it. But it can be anywhere. It can be once a month. It can be every Monday. There's a brand that does a really cool one every weekend. Let me find it. Okay, so I think it was Braxley bands. They do one every weekend called the Weekend Stretch. It's just like a cool newsletter info, right? What are we doing next? Band of the week. Braxley's everywhere. There's a giveaway going on. And once again, the Weekend Stretch. Put your bands in the air. Unusual ways to use your Braxley band. Band of the week, giveaway time, things like that. What else is there? We've got Git Wag, How We Roll, February edition. Just Steven has a monthly recap. I don't know why it says Just Steven, because it's Jones Road. So yeah, Jones Road has a monthly recap also. Cool. So there's those there for you. Makes content creation easier. Once a week, we're going to do this newsletter. It's going to be really good content and info for everybody. Cool. Now you've got that, right? So the calendar's pretty full now, but there's still some more things that you can do. Once a month or once every 4 to 6 weeks, do a campaign just for prospects. So people who've never bought, and that's going to be a sale promo event, right? Flash sale, free gift with purchase, deals, monthly offer, whatever it is. The reason why it's only to prospects is, one, we don't want to always be showing customers promos and discounts, and two, what is the point of having, thousands of people on your list if they have never bought from you or they're never going to buy from you? We need to push them over the edge to buy, actually become a customer, get the product in their hands, let them experience it, let them enjoy it, and then hopefully they will become a second-time buyer. So at least every 4 to 6 weeks, do a promo just to people who've never bought. After that, you can have active customers, VIPs. F2 means frequency 2. So anything, it can be anybody who's bought more than twice, it can be people who've bought more than 3, 4, 5 times, whatever it is. Give them a bit of a VIP treatment, something just for them, right? So other things you can do is refer a friend, because if they bought more than twice, they obviously like the product. So there's a high chance that they're going to refer a friend. Request user-generated content from them. If it's selfies, before and afters, if it's video content, video reviews, tell us how this product has changed your life. Things like that. For that sort of stuff, particularly, it's also a good idea to have a bit of a giveaway for that. So 3 people are going to get a $100 Amazon gift card. Just surprise and delight stuff. Just things that will surprise and delight them. Just like, hey, we're just doing this randomly because you're a great customer. We're going to send you this free thing, or whatever it is. We're refunding. I've seen a few brands do it recently. We're refunding like 50 people just because we feel like it, right? Push them to subscription, give them a personal message from the CEO, so text-based only, just thanking them for being awesome. Show them sneak peeks, early access, behind the scenes, reply emails. So text-based emails, they send out to them and you just try to get them to reply. Good for deliverability also. Surveys, like, why do you choose us? What do you want to see? Share your story, review requests, loyalty program, and any other sort of qualitative research that you want to do. Now, this does not have to be done once a month. The main goal is to be as broad as you can and get maximum amount of impressions with your email to drive maximum amount of clicks back to the site and to get sales, right? But of course, there's also these like ancillary or peripheral goals that you want. And then this segment in particular is going to be really good for that. And as I said, it doesn't have to be once a month. This can be once every 2 months, or however you want to do it. And then it goes the same with lapsed customers. Once again, it doesn't have to be once a month. This can be once every 2 months, but just try and re-engage them. Give them a lapsed customer survey to figure out, hey, you used to buy from us all the time. Like in the past 6 months or a year, you've come and bought from us 5 or 6 times. All of a sudden, you disappeared. Like, what did we do wrong? How can we improve? That's kind of what you want to figure out. You want to figure out, why do loyal customers all of a sudden stop buying? They go to another brand. Was it something that you did? How can we improve that customer experience or our product to keep these people staying for longer? Try and provoke a reaction out of them. So don't make the email too boring. Try and get them to engage. Use a conversational approach. Give them something for free if they get back into the buying cycle. Access to a private community. Just think of really creative ideas outside of discounts also, and surprise and delight them once again. So that's pretty much it. Now you've got like 3 emails a week at least for the months where you're not going to do active customers and lapsed customers. Once again, just pop in something that's going to go to all profiles to get that maximum reach, maximum amount of opens, clicks to the website. Email is a game of impressions, just like Facebook ads are, just like all advertising is. What you're trying to do is stay top of mind, right? Get that mental availability so that when they do come to a buying decision, they've seen you pop up in ads so many times when they're scrolling around. They see you in their inbox so many times. You're the first brand they're going to think about when they go, oh, I need to buy this or I need to buy that. So that's staying top of mind and mental availability, which is a very, very important way of how brands grow. That's pretty much it. I got a larger volume one here, but that's pretty crazy, and I wouldn't suggest something like this unless you're doing over $3-5 million a month in revenue. That's where you can really up it, get a little bit more hyper segmented, but also make sure you're really using data to figure out what you're sending to segments and looking at cohorts and not just kind of guessing and assuming, because in the end you're just going to damage your revenue numbers, which of course damages your business goals.